Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Challengers here on the Sorcerer Network. Let's jump right in, build in our deck. Let's see what we get to start things off. Okay. I really like the skeleton because there's a lot of them, and so you can kind of pile those in your deck. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a flyer here, and I'm gonna redraw. Okay. Rescue Pod is really nice as well early on because if it can capture the flag and you can get the top card of the level B pile into your exhaust pile, you can kind of, in some cases, increase the power of your deck very, very quickly. Now, because it's a one-cost card, you do have to kind of get a little bit lucky. But early on, I'm willing to take that luck. Skeleton. Very nice. What I would like to see is, like, yeah, this is what I want to see. Like, now I want to see that rescue pod. Boo! Want to see it now! Because I want to guarantee. See, now, horrible time to see it. Now I want to see it. Ah, boo! I want to see it where it can take the flag. There we go. So now when it loses the flag, which it will, double movie star to start out. That's really good for my opponent. So now I get this card, a 4-power card, just in my deck for free. And it goes into my exhaust pile initially. And so I don't have to worry about it going to the bench. Little bit of an unlucky bounce there, but that's okay. Like, now I want to do this double skeleton here. And because if I go yes and yes, what this does is now I have 10 cards in my deck, and I still only have 6 unique. Like, that pod became a director. Now, this is not really that great, but in my deck right now, but that's okay. I'm going to kind of play the fact that I'm going to have 10 cards. I'm going to hope that that's kind of enough to propel me into a victory in the second match. All right, let's reveal the top card. Okay, we starting out with a newcomer. Probably want to phase out the newcomers at some point as well. All right, I don't mind taking something with the talent. Okay, there's double skeleton. I like that this gets 1 power in possession of the flag. It matters. All right. Don't love losing that on 1 card, but so be it. Yeah, don't love that. Because now that's a 4-power card. Oh, I forgot about this. Right, I have that card in there. All right, the clown. All right, so I don't know what I have here. Oh, that is unfortunate. So the fact that we had 2 extra cards, but it was just our newcomers, that is very unfortunate there. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Because in the third age, or third round, we're going to get to choose whether we want 2 A cards or just 1 B card. I think I want to try to push my advantage with some more A cards, especially because, like, these skeletons, there's 8 of them. If I can get 8 skeletons, now, I mean, that's pretty unlikely. But still, if, like, I can do that, that would be great. Oh, that's unlucky that he wasn't able to use his rescue pod. So yeah, I'm gonna go A here. Really don't like any of those cards. I do like the Butler. So, yes. And then, I guess I'll just take something with the highest power. Okay, what I'm going to do is because 9 cards is still great, I'm just going to remove all of those newcomers. I don't want them. I don't want them in my deck. I'm kind of sacrificing a little bit here to try to make sure my deck is a little bit better long term. I maybe should have looked at some of these cards for the director, but I'm not super concerned. So now then in the 4th round, I know we're in the 3rd round now, but in the 4th round I'll be able to probably go the 2 B cards. Just because I don't want to fall too far behind. And there are some cards like the UFO that can get me, additional cards in additional A cards into my deck. So we'll kind of see. We're definitely kind of a little bit of a weaker deck right now. But my hope is that we can kind of... my hope is what we can do is just have more cards than everybody, because we have the Butler, because maybe we can do some more like exhausting type things. That's gonna increase the amount of cards that we have in our deck. All right, let's see what my opponent's got here. What happens if I click this? Oh, that's the match log. All right. All right, so there's that director, which if I had any other cards would be great to have right now. There's the rescue pod. Happy to see that card because I don't want this card to get the flag. I want this card to just be in their deck, a 1 power thing. Ooh, this is really nice that it's going to take 3 cards to take this down. I'm loving that. Oh, ooh, I'm loving that even more. Ooh, 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 it's so great. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful that this happened. So this means that it's going to take 4 cards. So my opponent will have played 5 cards from their deck before I've played 1. That is excellent. All right, yeah, let's move this over here. And then I can reveal the top card. Yeah, that was huge. So now I just need to make sure that I don't have a situation like that. Or the ghost could change things. Ghost is a really good card. Just gets rid of something. So like if this had a bench power, doesn't matter. Really like the ghost. Only problem is it is 1 power. And so like in this case, my opponent still has to spend 2 cards in order to do something. I still have all of my skeletons. Love that I'm taking that down in 1 card. And my opponent is going to be out of bench spots here. So as soon as I take this, I'm going to win. All right, that's a nice trophy to get. That's a really nice trophy to get. All right, again, I don't want to like fall too far behind in deck power. And then this, so yeah, I talked about the ghost. I want the ghost. And then I talked about the UFO. I want the UFO. It is now time to get rid of the talent. I think I also just get rid of this pig. Going in with 7 is nice because I really only have 1 way to get rid of something. And if I draw this early, then I'm kind of sunk. And the UFO is going to put stuff in my deck as well. So I think I'm okay with this. If I really wanted to play it safe, I'd put the dog. I'd cut the dog, which maybe I should have done, but so be it. I feel a little bit more willing to roll the dice because of winning that last round. I'm feeling less pressure to win, Whereas if I oopsie and the butler gets played first, I'll deal. But yeah, it'd be really nice, especially if I can hit some more skeletons in from the A pile, like, because that would allow me to just add more things to my deck without actually having to add any unique cards to my deck. So I'm playing someone who hasn't won in a while. All right, that's nice. Get rid of a card already. Don't love seeing that, but you know, because now any 2-cost card that comes out can beat this skeleton immediately. Love that took 3 cards. Love that took 3 cards. That feels good. Don't love that. And the director, yeah, this is a nice little build here. Probably puts the newcomer back on top too. That's fine, I guess. All right, UFO comes in. Good news here is the butler has not been played yet. Ooh, love that. And so now I'm gonna be able to, yeah, so this is great. So I'm gonna move this and move this to the exhaust pile, and now no matter what that UFO has drawn, I can take care of it. Okay, so that's great. I should be able to defeat a 4-cost something. Yeah. So I just have more cards in my deck, and that exhaust pile was great. All right, there's back-to-back wins. That's really nice. Yeah, I think this player's just trying to do too much. Like, I don't know what this jester is doing in here. That just get rid of that. The double movie star is nice. The double director is nice. But probably the AI is done. I would just lean, if I was this guy, lean into this. And, you know, even like try to get the value out of the movie stars with the newcomers, and then director plus whatever. You can hit a villain here, like giving this from the bench, giving a villain additional power is pretty gross. Oh, this vendor is powering up this rubber duck. That's nice. Yeah, I don't think this person has enough power. The skeleton's nice. Necromancer's a really good card. I love the Necromancer. Especially with the teenager that's in this one. Ooh. Ooh-wee, I love it. All right. Okay. That's another victory here. So that guy's also on a run. So I play him now. So this is going to be a really good kind of test to see how our decks are doing. Oh! Whoa! Hey! Yeah, let's do that. Let's redraw. Okay. I also don't hate the sorcerer here. But I think I'm going to take the clairvoyant, and I'm going to remove this. It's time to remove this dog. And I don't need this shapeshifter in this. So now, double butler. I picked up a butler as one of the things from the UFO. That's a great get. Because now, having 2 butlers makes it less likely that if you draw 1 early, it's not as detrimental to your deck. I'm going to keep the UFO in as well. Yeah, that clairvoyant coming out right now is a little bit because now like my opponent can put something directly on top that he's going to want on the bench or something like that. Not ideal, but okay. Yeah, that makes sense that's what he wanted. Okay, there's all my skeletons. So this powers up those. Yes, there's the clairvoyant that powers up. Double clairvoyant, very good. So yeah, I'm going to move that, and then I don't need to move those as well. Like, that's just overkill. All right, that's nice that I was able to take that down in 2 cards. Again, not great that the clairvoyant can pick what needs to go on top, but so be it. Really making some decisions here. Yeah, so that makes sense of that's why that would get chosen. All right, so there's the butler. So we move this champion out, and then we can skip the second one. All right, we get rid of the pyromaniacs. There's my teenager. So this is where, like, that necromancer, really nice. Because that's the other problem with the teenagers. If that gets picked early, then it's not great. All right, so really what I am finding that just my ability to have a bunch more cards is proving to be very, very nice. And then the other thing that is proving to be very, very nice is I just picked up another skeleton, which is great. I don't really want any of these cards, so I'm going to redraw. Yes and yes. So here's the big thing about that is that didn't give me like that many more additional cards. I really don't need this cat. And so I don't mind going in with 7 unique and 13 cards in this deck. This is great. Like, look at all these duplicates that I have. This UFO is doing work because it's gotten me a couple butlers and another skeleton. And so it's not putting garbage into my deck. I'm getting all these additional cards that I already have that are not increasing my unique cards. So I just beat. So really, what I'm going for is just I am going to out card my opponent. See, I don't want to hit that right now. Like, that's not what I want. Don't mind the ghost taking something there. It's not great, but I don't love that this player also is having skeletons, but I love that. Ooh, and it takes a bat out. Woo! Ooh! Love it. Okay. All right. Don't love that took 3 cards. My hope, though, is... Okay, don't love that. Okay, he can exhaust a couple cards. All right, so I gotta watch, I think, this player because this, that vacuum cleaner is really, really nice. So there's my teenagers, which unfortunately are kind of my big cards here. Yeah, there's that necromancer, which is a ridiculous card. There's the teenager. So do I have enough to defeat this teenager? I'm gonna put this butler on top. Because I want to be able to clean cards out of here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to defeat this. Okay, so I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna move this. We're playing it safe. And then I just reveal there. Okay, so literally we are just out. Like I even exhausting 2 cards and getting more value with other stuff. Like I was still able to win that one. And how is this going down here? Yeah, this person really has quite a lot of this, quite a lot of that. Okay. All right, so this player with the triple director is starting to come on. So that's not nothing. So yeah, I'm going to have to watch red here. So yeah, I will definitely do that. Man, tempting to grab the villain. However, the vampire is really nice in terms of our, in terms of what we're building. So I'm going to do that, and then I would like to redraw here. And honestly, I think grabbing another champion is okay here. The villain is nice, but like this is just, we're going to remove these 2 cards. They do not matter. I think the UFO at this point, too, is just I don't need it. I have 14 cards in my deck, and I'm just kind of going on the grounds of I hope the 14 cards are enough. All right, so this will actually be a really good test to see how we're going to do against this deck. Okay, don't love that. Love that took 3 cards. And I love that my opponent is, yeah. Okay, so I want to move this, and then I know I have double champion, so I can just skip that. Okay, that's excellent. Don't love that it took out a newcomer, but that's okay. The good news about this too, I have two teenagers, and so that's gonna matter quite a lot. Love that he's going along those lines because that's an easy flag take. Yeah, those directors are pretty nasty. All right. Hey, love getting rid of that card. Alrighty, so there's my other teenager. So really the question is, can this teenager... All right, that teenager holds up for 2 more cards. Now the question is, do I have enough value here to beat up on this? Double bus, double fan bus. That is... I don't know if I can beat that. Nope, I cannot. All right, so I'll just move this. Yeah, woo! It doesn't matter. I don't know if I can beat that. Oh, sorry, continue. So the question is, do I have enough fans in order to make it to the finals? To at least make it to the finals. But yeah, this is tough. Now, I will say, with the ghosts, it is luck-based. That I can, if I get rid of one of these directors, that matters. If I get rid of one of these movie stars, that matters. If I get the fact that one of them got rid of a newcomer was just kind of unfortunate. The other unfortunate thing is that both of us were kind of going for the orange card build with the teenager. So we're seeing less of those cards, but that's okay. All right, I'm interested to see. Do we make it to the finals? Yes, we do, against red here. So I don't think there's anything we can do. Kind of what we have to hope is that if we can hit the vampire later after we've hit a teenager to get the value. I don't, there's nothing else that we do with the deck. And I doubt my opponent does much either, simply on the grounds of they just beat us. I don't love that took a bunch of cards. However, I know that I'm going to be able to get at least one teenager back on top of my deck. And this clairvoyant is also very, very good. So I am going to I want this ghost on top. I don't know if that's the right play, but I want to try to get some of these cards out of the deck. So like getting the movie star out of there, I really wanted to do. All right, so let's move this and let's move this. Okay, that's great. We're going to move this on top because then... yeah, see, that's okay because now this teenager comes down. This is a 10 teenager, and I still have one more of those in the deck. So what I'm hoping now is, yeah, the fact that it's going to take 4 cards to take this down, excellent. That is what I want. Ooh, that's good because this is going to get taken. My last teenager is going to be very powerful. Oh, I only have 2. I thought I had 3. Dang it! For those of you that were keeping track of how many teenagers I had in this deck, we're probably like, what is he talking about? He only has 2. So had this card been a teenager, I would have been golden. Very, very close match there at the end. Like, really could have gone either way. But really, 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 really good. I really enjoyed that build and how that went. Just needed a couple things to go my way. But the fact that we were able to grab 3 through 6 and then get into the finals, always a positive. So thanks so much for joining us. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. Like the comment. I mean, like comments. I don't care. Like the video. Comment on the video so people can like those comments. And we will see you next time.